Looks like both runners are ready. Let's see. Alright, they should be starting right now. I just saw in the live split thing.
Let's go.
Let's go!
Also, the most important
Alright.
thing about this match, this is actually the person who wins gets to. It's like guaranteed for final bracket. So this is a really important match for both the runners.
Yes, it is. So for those who don't know, this is Wings of V, and well, it all starts in a small village like this, where everything is happy. There's birds flying everywhere, and you're just casually chasing your friend here. Well, actually, she's chasing you because you just won the race. And she takes you to this room where you have this demon that is being imprisoned, but there's an accident and your friend frees it, but then she gets captured and the demon destroys your home. So that's not cool. And you want to save your friend, so that's what both runners are about to do.
Yeah, story-wise, a bit shaky, but it's a great game.
It is, yeah. So this is a platformer game that is, well, pretty difficult. It takes a couple dozen of hours to beat this game for someone who never played it before. And this is the middle difficulty. This is Mortal mode, and there are two other modes. That is Angel, which is a bit easier, and Demon, which is a bit harder. And well, the standard category in this game is Mortal, and you use a modifier which adds you all the different weapons you can unlock in the game. So normally you would have to go fetch them all, and it takes a lot of time, but everyone starts with it, and it's just a standard category. It's more interesting that way.
Yeah. So far, nothing interesting has really happened. They just got the Flutter power-up, and it's kind of like a jump, but not really, because it's more vertical, like it keeps your momentum. It can also keep momentum from other movement mechanics, so we'll see some interesting interactions with that later on. But yeah, now you can jump in between things instead of just under and over. So.
Yeah, a lot in this game is about like order. So you have a flutter right now, but later on you will have a slide, and will have a second jump. You will have dashes and stuff, and it's a lot of different puzzles, and you have to know and experience different orders of jump, flutter, jump, 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 flutter, flutter, jump, jump, and it's a lot of different mechanics like this. So it's a very interesting game in terms of platforming.
So what Kanaris is doing here is trying Jetty Skip, which is double frame per. Yeah, I just got it. He did lose some time. It's a double frame perfect jump, I think. So it's super hard, but it does save time if you get it on the first or second try. So right now Frey is in the lead, but this is a hard game after all, so it can swing about any time of the run. Now Miyogi, nothing special. She's like a tutorial boss almost. And we use a weapon called Sloth on this boss because it has the highest burst damage of them all. And it also has a really long wind-up and a cooldown. But it's really good for this boss because it effectively cuts the boss in half, since it does double damage compared to the normal weapon.
No.
So you can only attack her in between her attacks, otherwise you have to shield, so...
And because she has Kanaris
no!
is having troubles, he just hit her for 3 points of damage instead of 8.
Yeah, so that means he gets an extra attack.
So yeah, Frey just picked up this feather, which allows him, grants him the slide mechanics, and let's see if he does the pixel or frame perfect jump here, or no, he doesn't go for it. We'll see if Kanaris goes for it.
I don't think he will, maybe. Because...
Kanaris goes for a lot of cool strats.
Yeah, he goes for a lot of weird stuff. He's fun to watch, just because he has so many weird strats. Oh yeah, he's going for it. No, wait, he isn't?
No, he's not.
Okay. He stopped doing it.
Yeah, Kanaris is one of the members in the speedrun community who tries the most weird strats, but like very very fast strats, and like yeah, as you saw, the jetty skip is very hard to pull off, and he's one of the only ones going for it. I think, well, he's the only one going for it consistently, and well, two other runners are starting to go for it, but yeah, you will see a lot of weird things on Kanaris end.
Yeah, he has the most insane strats out of everyone in the community. So it's a blast to watch when he gets it. Now Pregora. This is a fun boss because you can use a lot of different weapons on him, and you can also just stand up in his face and deal so much damage. Now Frey got the worst RNG possible. It seemed, yeah, Kanaris got the same RNG, so they both have the worst RNG. But I think Kanaris is ahead a bit on damage because he used Sloth on both the high and the low swoop. So yeah, he's caught up now.
Yep, like they're
now they're very synced right now.
If Kanaris got the best attack, he would be ahead actually.
Yeah, because you gain so much time depending on what attack you get, because there's just massive damage difference.
Alright, Luke, do you want to talk about the falling skip that you just
okay,
did?
so what Frey just did was he first started this falling section, and then he went out of it and went into another save file that has double jump. And then if you go back at a right timing, the game still thinks you has double jump even though you don't on the speedrun save. So this allows you to jump out of this section, and if you do it just right, you can also keep the physics of it. So both Kanaris and Frey got it now, and you can see like they're floating around, which is, I think, 10 seconds faster than if you get the non-physics version, the skip. It's easier to do, but it doesn't save as much time, so...
Oh, they got the good version of it,
yeah.
at least. And now they just picked the ability to double jump, and they're heading towards Electram, the next boss. And the thing is, they picked that red save after they got the falling skip, and they didn't take any save towards while grabbing the double jump feather. And
nice.
Yeah, nice damage boost from Kanaris. And they're not picking saves on the way to Electram either, which will allow them to reset after they kill Electram and save a lot of time on the backtracking. So that's very cool. Oh, Kanaris got a very fast... Oh no, it's not in range.
Oh, that was so close.
That was cool. Yeah, that was very close. So yeah, he has an enraged phase like this where it's... Well, it's he's invulnerable, and yeah, like Kanaris is having fun trying to slot him, but...
I think he was angry because he got orbs. Because you can't damage Electram.
He's going for
he's not happy.
Gluttony is like the worst weapon in the game, and well, it's kind of a meme when you pick it.
There used to be a use for it, but it got removed because we skipped the use now. So, but they are very close.
Yes, they just got the feather, which grants them the ability to shoot orbs now, so they have a range way to deal damage. That's cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be used for some parts of the game, because it is slower than meleeing, since you can't do it constantly. You have to wait for your shots to recharge. But for some parts of the game, they are just necessary. Oh my god, they're completely synced.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's already explain the TV2 skip, so they understand when they get it. So yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so there's a damage boost, which there's quite a few of them in the game, but this one skips approximately half an area, so it's really important. But it's also really hard to do. Especially if you do it the fast version, because there's just enemies following you everywhere, and you take so much damage. So we're gonna see Kanaris going for it here.
Yeah.
And he got it, so he's got to get past this part right now, and it's tough.
He's going. Yeah, he did. That was very good. He did it very well.
Okay, yeah, that was clean.
That was super clean.
That's the fastest way you can do it.
There's another damage boost here, and he gets it too.
First try.
Oh, but he got hit twice.
Yeah, that's gonna be dangerous. I don't think he'll take the save though.
I don't think either. Is he? No, he's not.
No,
Okay.
it's Kanaris.
Alright, so this is Amethyst, and he didn't take the save before, so in the same way he didn't pick the save before Electrum. Ooh, and he got hit. When you reset after, well, you're gonna skip the whole backtracking, which saves time. And yeah, Kanaris right now is in a very delicate spot because, well, he has 45 HP, so he can only get hit 2 times again.
Yeah, it's gonna be dangerous for him. And Frey did struggle a bit with the skip, but he did manage to enter it with 8 HP, so he's in a bit more comfortable spot than Kanaris right now. But so far it's looking good from Kanaris. It was just one bop there in the start.
Just needs to be a bit careful.
Yeah.
Thing is, she has, I don't know the amount of HP she has, but every time you deal 16 damage to her, she gets a shield, and it only disappears when she picks her next ability, so there's no, I mean, it's not a big deal if you miss a bit of damage here.
Yeah, I think it's 11 points of damage you can miss.
Yeah, something like
Actually,
that.
Kanaris missed a lot of damage there on that lightning. She was not being nice to him. But anyway, it's
okay.
fine.
Yeah.
So he gets past.
So he resets and he saves all the backtracking.
So now, because he's done these super fast strats, like the Veil, his Veil was perfect. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And then he resets back after Amethyst, so he's gained quite a bit of time right now.
Slot strats.
Yeah,
okay, so we'll see a lot of slots usage here.
That was so close. He almost hit the spike. Okay, he's a bit off with the slot, but it's hard to use, and Kanaris has been pushing them real hard recently, so...
Slot is a very cool weapon because it bursts so fast. You cannot. It doesn't require you to slow down. Because if you take a lower DPS weapon, or I mean not DPS but lower burst weapon, well, you don't kill the enemy as fast, so you need to stop. Or if you tank it, you take damage and you slow down a bit too. And using slot, if you time it well, you can just not stop at all, and it saves
just like that.
bit of time.
It
looks cool
really
too.
So
Alright, I think Kanaris. Oh, sorry.
No, you can explain. What is the gimmick of this area?
I don't know actually.
Well, it's the switches and the lasers.
Oh, switch. Okay.
So you need to shoot switches, otherwise you will hit the lasers and just die. So yeah.
Oh, look at the variant strat.
Yeah,
Kanaris actually lured the bat to follow him.
Oh, that's so.
Oh my god, that's so cool. And he just clips through all those bomb walls, those mines, and it doesn't take as much damage as tanking them. It's about the same speed as if you don't take the bat with you. Which her name is Bernice, by the way. Very important.
Yeah, Bernice the bat.
Bernice the bat.
Let's see. Can he kill her? Okay, he got it.
I was actually messing around with this boss, just like keep Bernice alive, but it's super hard.
I can imagine. So DA, it's probably the most consistent boss in the game. It can give you undodgeables sometimes, but they're really rare, and usually it's because you didn't plan ahead. But entering with 60 HP shouldn't be a problem for Kanaris. I think we're gonna see Frey try for water skip. Oh, he didn't get it.
No.
That would have been nice.
You used to be able to skip entirely this boss by getting the water physics, which we just mentioned. It's still as hard as before to get them, but you cannot skip it anymore. You were able to like get the water physics, so you like your jumps make your jump super high and you fall down very slowly, like you're in water, and you could just jump above the trigger hitbox of the boss. and
Yeah.
entirely skip it. But you can still get the water physics, and look, now he's waiting because he needs to climb on the dead body of Dark Annihilator to jump on those platforms above him. And if you have the water physics, you don't have to wait for the you don't need to wait for Dark Annihilator's animation to finish and jump on him. You can just finish it, jump on the platforms.
So Frey's been having a really clean fight so far. Took a bit of bops there, but it's no problem. With 80 HP left, this is no problem at all. I think he gets it. They are both on really good pace right now.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know.
Yeah, he's not too far ahead, but he's gained some time from his risky strats.
Yeah, he lost so much time on the jetty skips attempts, but I mean, since it's well, it's a very early skip. Kanaris, what he used to do is he goes for it twice, and if he doesn't get it, he just reset. But you can't do that in a race, so
No.
that's a very risky strat to do. But he goes for it because he's used to do it now, and it's a lot of swap points too. Alright, so Kanaris is about to... Well, he's on the last save before entering the next boss room, which will be Terravine.
Oh.
Ooh! Oh my
Nice
god.
save. That was a
Wow,
good
nice save! That was clean. And yeah, Terravine is... It's not a very hard boss, but the thing is, like we explain every time, but you can use your health as a resource. You can like stand near Terravine and tank his abilities to do more damage and kill her faster. I don't know why I said her again.
I think Siggy explained that yesterday. Also, Kanaris is using the Lust
Oh,
weapon,
nice.
which is... It's hard, but it does save some time since you don't have to wait for orbs to recharge. But yeah,
That was really cool.
I think Siggy said it because it's une plante, which is feminine.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, that's the deal in French. Every noun has a gender. Anyways,
Yeah.
so Kanaris, yeah, you use Lust on the Spore attack, which is super risky, and what's a gain in DPS and in time. He's able to skip an entire attack. That's really
That
really
was
cool.
fast Terravine.
Yes.
That was a good
In
one.
17 minutes. It's very good. See, like, Prey is not feeling the Lust threat.
Yeah,
It's
they are
so
really
hard,
hard.
so risky, yeah.
And it depending on where you get it and like what spore you get hit by, it can either just kill you immediately or it can make you take a lot of damage.
Alright, so...
There's also the mine carts. We need to explain those. So when after 3 attacks, Terravine will charge up a laser that is just instant, covers the entire screen and does 100 damage. So it is a one-shot. You can't avoid it. But you can interrupt his charging with the mine carts, and they also deal some damage. So if you're comfortable with your damage pace, you can just decide to go completely ham and send them all 3 at his face. I want to see this. Oh, no quick kill.
Yeah, Kanaris is about to get the dash mechanic, dash feather.
that was
that was
nice.
really cool. So you have to
Well,
kill
that's-
enemies in the portal.
Yeah, they're really close right now, actually. And they're both on a great pace.
Right? They're
Still
actually
spot.
very close apart too. They're very close. Like, yeah, I would say less than a minute. And everything can still happen. There's a boss leader
Yeah.
that you can skip her entire enrage, and that's 40 seconds. So if one misses it, it can either enforce the lead or make the other catch back. So we'll see.
Looks like Frey didn't have too nice of a portal. I'm not sure. but
Can
I
I? Oh.
Oh. But yeah, like if this distance between them keeps up and Kanaris misses M2 skip, but Frey gets it. They should be about even. So it can swing about anytime.
Anytime, yeah. Alright, so Kanaris is now being, well, destroyed by Kanaris. And yeah, okay, so here, Kanaris was standing very close. Oh, okay, that's not
that
good
was
at all.
Terrible. Oh,
Ooga rocks.
let's go, Ogre rocks.
Alright, so yeah, he spawns rocks at some point, and if you stand close to him, her, I don't know. If you stand close to Kanaris, the thing, yeah. Well, you can lure the rocks to fall very close to it, and thus, like, if you jump back, you can shoot the rocks back at him, her, it, I don't know, and it deals damage, so it deals a lot of damage, so you wanna, well, get the best out of the rocks.
Oh yeah, I think Frey got 5 rocks, even though it wasn't the last attack, so that was really well done by Frey. He's definitely made up some time right now. Wait, did
What?
Kanaris die? Oh my god, don't tell me he went for the reset strat and failed it. I think he did. I don't see him dying any other way. So,
Oh my god.
I'm not sure if that's what he did because he was looking at Frey, but
Same.
the thing you can do is, if you reset just when the portal spawns, it'll skip the animation to go to the next area. So it saves about 1 or 2 seconds, and if you miss it, you get to redo the entire boss fight.
Well, this time it's a much faster
Yeah,
Kanaris, but it's still...
yeah,
much
Frey's made up
slower.
a lot of time and he's ahead now, so yeah, that was questionable.
Like we said, everything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen, especially with Kanaris. Yeah, he finishes up.
Let's see if he goes for it again. I don't think so. Oh, he goes for it!
Oh, he did! Oh
My
my
God.
god, why would he do that? Oh god, I had a heart attack. Yeah, he went for it the first time and did it too early. So he just reset the boss fight. Which is... it happens, I guess.
A funny thing about those wind vents, well, their hitbox, or, well, not hitbox, but their size varies and it's kind of random, so you will see runners, most of the time they will try to go on the right or on the left of it, so they fall a bit faster, so they're, well, out of the air vent, but sometimes the hitbox is a bit bigger and it doesn't make them fall faster, but they go for it anyways. Kanaris goes for
That was a fast top key.
such a fast top key.
That's the fastest top key. You don't get any better than that. That's amazing.
He just
He's
skipped an
actually,
entire
yeah,
feather.
he made up a lot of time from that. Because he had really good keys.
This is so close!
Let's see here.
What? You went for the strike?
God.
Oh my god. Kanaris
Why?
strats. This is so cool.
Yeah, I think he's going for... yeah, he's going for Chris Lude. Oh, he didn't get it. Oh, he's barely getting it. Frey getting the 2 cycle there on that room. That's good. Now, what Kanaris did was he went for the Chris Lude strat, where you, instead of using Flutter to go past, you just slide past the black hole, because as Amini said earlier, they vary in size, the air vents, so sometimes you can just slide past them. Oh, Frey getting the first try skip. Very nice. That was basically perfect. Getting the perfect amount of height, so...
So you basically damage boost above the trigger here and skip the entire boss.
Kanaris got it as well. Yeah, this is close. Now we're gonna
This is
see...
so close!
Now we're gonna see
One
the
step
new
apart.
skip.
Oh wait,
Okay.
yeah, look at the Frayzlo screen and boom! He
he
just
got
skipped
it.
an entire cutscene plus cutscenes later, plus waiting because of black holes that will not be there. So yeah, that's
Nice.
a very cool skip. And now, yeah, you just skip an entire save again. Kanaris will do it too. So you can abuse the dash ability by fluttering right after, and you keep the momentum of your dash, so you can travel longer distances and abuse the game design, which
Oh, Kanaris. No.
goes for that strat. This is so risky. So normally you have to wait for the crumbly platforms to... Oh,
No. Oh, I thought he saved it.
He's-
Why didn't you jump? He even got the fast cycle in the brute room, but he decides to go for that. That's a silly strat. Like where you flutter under that platform. Oh god, I thought he was gonna do it again.
same.
Yeah, that's it. That's just Kanaris for you. Yeah, so
And
elevator.
elevator.
Elevator, sorry, my bad.
No problem. Yeah, it's a very long section where there's nothing you can do to make it faster, and you just have to not die. So it's
Yeah.
it's not hard. It's just, well, it's just a long section. So if you choke it somehow, it loses so much time.
Yeah, and there are some one-shot thingies here, so these spinning black holes will kill you in one hit. So you'll lose a lot of time if you die here. Okay, now this is what will decide who's in the lead.
All
at the
right,
end.
yeah, exactly. So this is Migitu, and you will see the players hit her a lot of times here, and you don't see her HP bar going down, which is normal, because they're basically setting up her health to be in a certain spot, because at 40 HP she will enrage, and if you stun her, which he just did right now, at the same time she triggers her enrage attack, during which she's invincible and you can deal any damage, and it's 40 seconds. It's a 40-second window where you cannot do anything. Well, if you stun her at that time, she will skip her enrage, and that's basically 40 seconds. And
And it's a risk
Frey
for
didn't get it.
Yeah, Frey didn't get it. So not only did he not gain the time from skipping this, he actually lost a bit of time to setting it up as well, because you are healing her back to full health at the start. So he's gonna lose a tiny bit of time to that. No,
Let's see if Kanaris gets it.
Yeah.
So, alright. So he's waiting for a certain attack because it gives him a visual cue.
And he
did
got
he get it?
Nice. Yeah, he got it. So he's in the lead now because Frey has to watch and sit through this really annoying section, and yeah, just like that, it changes. And also he gets the fire skull to deal with, and it can be really annoying.
Yeah, because you use Lust, which is a long-range weapon, and if the skull is in between you and Mugi, well, you will melee Mugi, and the skull will still move forward and hit you, and it's like a burn damage, and while it's sitting on your face, it's gonna keep on adding to that burn damage, and it's so much damage taken.
Yeah, and since it's burn damage and not like a hit, you can still take hits from other things when you are burning. Oh, Kanaris
Well,
dies there. So you
There's
can
still-
take a lot of damage really fast if you're burning.
Alright, one thing here, because they skipped the cutscene thing right before going up and fight Mugi, now there's no black holes in this area, which, well, they don't have to wait, they don't have to reset for cycles, and it's easier now. Let's see if they get the password.
And he gets
Poggers.
it.
Poggers
job.
in chat.
Will Frey do it? I missed it! No!
You missed it! No!
Like,
Frey.
it is super easy because it's always the same 6 digits, but you can get your inputs a bit confused sometimes. So it can happen that you just miss it out of the blue. And it's been really prevalent during the race, the tournament. So,
It became a meme, basically.
yeah.
Alright, so you saw Frey was just about to catch on Kanaris, but he just did that. Well, he's still like 10 seconds
Yeah,
behind,
it's not a
so
lot.
not at all. So this area is, well, you can hit some switches like this, and it will, well, trigger some spikes, and yeah, it's a bit of a puzzly. Well, it's not that hard, but it's kind of
so
precise.
Since Kanaris died, we get to enjoy the music of this area, which is one of the best tracks in the game. Because there's some glitch where the music won't load until you died once. So since he died now, you can hear the music, but it's kind of like cool and ominous when you can't hear the music. So it's become dubbed the Silent Chambers, which is I like that because that means you played perfectly and you haven't died.
Let's watch the Centaur commit Sudoku again. Boom.
Okay, there he goes. Because yeah, they lock on to your last grounded position, and since it was a crumbling platform, he just decides to jump up into the abyss and die.
Alright, so this is Twin Rook now. This is one of the hardest boss to do fast mechanically.
Oh yeah.
And you see Kanaris is on the border of the platform and always avoiding the damage by fluttering down, and then you can just keep on using your melee attacks and deal a ton of damage, and that way you skip an entire enrage phase kind of, which sometimes allow them to be invulnerable, like when they do the shield attack.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, it's just faster because you keep on hitting them, and if you do it normally and you fight in the middle of the arena, you cannot deal as much damage as you do by doing this strat.
So yeah, both Frey and Kanaris have had very clean orc fights so far, both getting the quick kill, no problem. And it's hard to do.
Yeah, it's not easy at all.
So now Path of Decay.
Path of Decay, let's go. This yeah, it's probably the hardest area in this game in terms of platforming, because there's a lot of puzzles, a lot of enemies that you need to kill and manipulate correctly to go fast. Like, and the save Kanaris is on, it's not an easy one. Let's see if he gets it.
Yeah.
Cool.
That was nice, well done so far. Now I know he's gonna go for a.
Nah, I
really
didn't
strat.
get it.
Oh yeah, he got it.
Yeah.
The double touch.
There's a lot of different ways to do that actually, and
Yeah.
he goes for kind of a silly one. But there's one.
No, he did the double touch. He didn't go back to the
Yeah.
starting. That's,
I mean, there's.
yeah, it's fast, but it's hard to do. Good
It's
job,
hard, and
Kanaris.
there's also the task platform strat.
Oh
but
yeah, it's stupid. I mean,
he went for it, but he just didn't get it, so
Yeah.
he backed up on. Frey just
when,
hit from
yeah,
him.
when you jump on a crumbling platform, I think if you re-jump on the frame, you land on it, or if you like walk off the edge, the like last pixel or something, instantly, it'll just stay there. So if you get it, you can just keep reusing the platform, but it's not really humanly possible, and that's why we call it task platforming, because
But it is possible, but
yeah, it is possible, but you can't expect someone to do it like all 3 times, because
Okay.
it's ridiculous.
Oh, Kanaris goes for the swag strat,
Yeah.
and he doesn't get it. Ah,
He slid a bit awkwardly, so didn't get it in the end. I hope Frey's gonna do it as well.
I don't know if Kanaris goes for other stupid strats here. Oh, he got a weird slide too. Well, Frey's gonna catch it up now.
Yeah, they are basically even. I really hope Frey goes for the strat.
And Frey should be on a PB attempt actually. I mean, look at his time, and he's
Yeah.
at 42 point something.
Yeah, 30. Oh, Kanaris, no! And Frey doesn't go for it. Okay. Well,
And
I gotta
Frey got the lead.
I gotta deduct some points for Frey for that.
Well, yeah. That's very interesting. Oh, now he goes for the safe
Yeah.
strat. So now Frey has a lead somehow, because Kanaris had trouble with
Yeah.
that.
There's not a lot left in this game now. There's a tiny bit of platforming. Ooh, getting the squeeze there. But yeah, there's a tiny bit of platforming, and then it's basically boss rush. So there's 3 bosses, 2 of which are really, really hard, and one is not hard to beat, but it's hard to do fast. So far, Frey has been playing really well in Path of the Cake.
Yes, very. Imagine if you got a Migi to skip too.
Yeah, he would be ahead by a lot.
It's looking good for a PvE for Frey actually.
Oh yeah,
If he
definitely.
doesn't mess up.
Just,
That's very
just
hype.
not choke. You got this, Frey.
So he's on Azrael now, which is that's a very interesting boss actually. You wanna explain?
So there's a lot going on with Azrael. She shoots projectiles at you, she drops your platforms, she spawns a ring of projectiles that will close in when you press attack, and then she will also summon big portals that grow, and small portals that fly around the screen. So it's a hard boss, and like I think only you could say the top runners can do her really consistently. Because you can't also just damage her all the time, because she has this blue shield. So when you hit her, it will grow up to the size of 4, you could say, because you can deal 4 damage, and then you have to wait a bit, so it like gets smaller. Because if it gets full size, it will become red, and you can't damage her, and it will stay up for a longer time as well. So
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, Kanaris has, I think he's had a bit better damage pace, because he's caught up a fair bit now.
Yeah, Frey got 2 red shields and Kanaris didn't get any, so yeah, that's what Lude meant by
Oh no! Frey! Oh no!
what happened?
That's so
I was watching
cost.
Kanaris.
Yeah,
He fell
I
in
think
the
it
void?
was gravity, probably.
Oh,
Gravity's terrible in this boss. Because
well,
if
everything
you're
can still happen.
if you're standing on a platform and you either try to use the space meatball, that's the like ball form thingy, you can just get like sucked down, and it's terrible. And now like Frey lost so much time to that. That was terrible. He was such a good run.
Yeah, that's
What's that?
heartbreaking.
No, I don't think it was sub 40 pace, but it was close.
Maybe it was actually. Yeah, it
Yeah,
would have been
Because
close.
he lost about 60, well, a minute or 70 seconds to Azrael when he died.
I mean, everything in this run went so well for
Yeah.
him. And that's
This was a
his
really
first big
solid
mistake.
run. Yeah. I mean, there's been small mistakes here and there, but like Frey's had a really good run, and he's only had a small mistakes up until now, where he died to Azrael. He shouldn't
see.
have a problem finishing this up. She's low, and he has at least he can take 2 hits. Yeah. Oh,
I have a
damn.
question, by the way.
Yeah.
You know how there's so much teeth, I don't know, in this area? Like
Oh, yeah.
Chartreuse, Darcy. Can we say this area is the mouth of the Baneful?
Sure. If you want to. No. The mouth of the Baneful.
Yeah.
Like. So
Alright.
yeah, they won. Oh, nice triple headshot. That's God. This is really good damage base. So I think Frey uses Lust on this boss. We're gonna see him get to it real soon. And Lust is a safer option, but you won't get in as much damage. And you also need to shoot these spikes that he like pulls up out of the ground back into him. If you shoot him in his face, he will take 50% more damage from each spike. So effectively, since Kanaris has gotten 7 headshots right now, that's 3.5 more spikes. That's a lot. So that was a really fast Jade one. I think he only missed 1 spike, and he got all 7 out of 8. He got headshots, so that was super quick.
And meanwhile, Kanaris is gonna have to wait for a bit here, because
Frey
angels
also
are very slow.
Yeah. Frey also getting the triple headshot, so he's doing really well. He doesn't use envy, so he loses a tiny bit of time compared to Kanaris there, but Frey's definitely
yeah.
on PB pace right now.
It is? Oh, nice.
Yeah, I really think he is. It's gonna be a close one, but if he gets another triple headshot, it should definitely be possible. Okay, and no, is that a triple or a double? I can't see. Probably a triple.
Alright, meanwhile, Frayzlo is, well, he's
Yeah,
on his
he's
way
on
to
pace for
J2.
PB. He can do this.
Kanaris is on J2, Supreme JO, which is his final form. And, well, that boss is really hard for two reasons. It's hard because sometimes it's very hard to avoid damage and you can die, and it's also hard to do it fast because you lose health constantly because there is a poison aura in this arena, and you lose health constantly. And the thing is, you cannot. Well, you can tank attacks, but then you lose HP much faster, and yeah. So your health is very important, and if you want to tank stuff, well, it's a lot faster, but it's a lot riskier. So this boss is very difficult for that.
It is super difficult, and I know for a fact that Kanaris is this boss is his weak point. Like, he might be pretty consistent at it, but he's still like his damage pace is too good compared to a lot of other top runners. He just has the insane strats to back this run up.
Yeah, if you're very, very good, you can win so many seconds on this boss.
Yeah. So we're gonna see here. He has a decent amount of HP left, so he just needs not terrible orb patterns. And this
Alright,
should be his back.
good. Yeah. Alright, you got it.
GG, Kanaris. That was a
GG.
great run. Come on, Frey, I want to see this PB. Don't choke this now.
Alright, everyone, bless RNG.
Please do it.
Got
Oh,
this.
the worm and the fire pentagram, or burnogram, whatever you want to call it. Come on, Frey.
Come on, Frey.
Oh, come on, you got this. He's so low.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
Damn,
No! Please, please! Oh my god,
You need
he's
to
so
grab an
low.
orb. And then the other orb.
Oh, come on, Frey!
Your orb! Go get it! No, why did you do
No,
that?
get the orb! Oh no! No!
No!
Oh, that was so close! He would have PB'd there! By like at least 1 minute.
Oh. Well, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah. You can't really expect runners to get raised PBs, but
Thing
Like-
is, Frey wanted to go for sub 40 anyways, and the fact that he died to a 0 would probably not be happy with this run anyways. But we'll see,
Yeah.
we'll talk to him after.
I think he might have been able to get a sub 40 if he didn't die to Azrael. And J2, of course. It might have been possible. Come on, Frey, you can do this. Oh. Okay.
Alright, no quick kill. No quick enrage, I mean. But it's okay.
Yeah, he won't wait for the ice spike because he's comfortable doing without it. Because if you enrage J2 on when he's not on top of an ice spike, he can do some really weird stuff. I think it should be fine. Yeah, it's fine because he had to go to another place anyway. But if he if you enrage him and when he's not on the ice spike and he does either lasers or orbs, he can do it really low, so he won't. Sometimes you can't dodge it. And hello.
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 Man.
Hey, happy
Fred
birthday,
was so
Frayzlo.
close.
Happy birthday!
Happy
Yeah,
birthday.
so I died to J2 when I saw that Kanaris finished. And I kept thinking about how that Ezreal death is what lost me the race.
Yeah, it was really.
I died to
unfortunate.
gravity in a super bad way.
Dude, you had
Yeah,
such a good
man.
run. Like it was some small mistakes here and there, but otherwise it was just Azrael and J2
Yeah.
that were the big mistakes.
I missed Miyugi skip. But like the
yeah,
Ezreal
but
death is really what cost me the race. I would have won without it. I kept thinking about it when I saw that Kanaris finish.
I think you might have been able to sub 40 if you didn't die to those bosses.
Oh yeah. And Miyugi too, yeah, for sure.
It was
Good run, dude.
Oh yeah, no, it was a really good run.
That was.
Yeah, it was a good
why?
race. You were really close all the time.
I mean, you were on both. You were both on Azrael with, I mean, the same HP basically,
Yeah.
and then you died, and then.
Yeah, gravity happened.
Like if you didn't die on both bosses, you would have finished in the same second.
Yeah.
Dang.
So
race.
what's up? Talk us through your run. Well, let's start with you, Kanaris.
Well, I came out of floating keep at like 6 minutes. So I tried jetty skip like 7 or 8 times.
Yeah,
I just
always
couldn't
love
get
that.
it.
Cool.
And then I did 3 damage to Miyugi, which was awesome. And and then I died. Like it was
Yeah.
pretty smooth. It was pretty smooth sailing from then on. Except then I died to Kratarak, and then everything went downhill from there.
Yeah, it was like your run was up and down.
Well-
Sometimes it was super fast, and sometimes you just died randomly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like-
like it. Like execution was really good. It's just sometimes you went for silly things and you just lost so much time for it.
But isn't that basically the Kanaris experience?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gained a lot of swag points, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's
Swag
okay.
points.
Gotta say, Frey, I'll have to deduct some swag from you for not going for fast bone snake.
Yeah, no,
But-
I cannot. It's too high.
You were on PvP, so
Oh yeah, I also missed the password.
yeah,
No.
that happened.
I keep
Yeah.
missing it those days.
Yeah, it's hard.
It is.
When you're trying to do it fast, it can actually be kind of hard.
Oh.
I've actually practiced passwords so much, like doing it quickly.
Yeah.
Huge run killer.
Huge.
This was a race.
Are you
Yeah,
happy
Was-
about your times?
it was a race.
If I didn't die on Krat, I'd be a lot more happy. But yeah,
I mean,
It's okay.
it was still a good run.
If it
42,
died to
45,
Ezreal, I'd be more
okay.
happy.
It was still good runs from both of you. Like, sure, it had some mistakes, but you gotta consider this was a really important match for both of you. So
Yeah.
nerves playing a big role is definitely a thing, and especially for you, Frey, since you were on a PB, possibly even sub 40 pace.
Yeah. With
Like-
Yuki 2 and Ezreal, it was gonna be sub 40.
That was, yeah, if you got the skip and didn't die, no question. But the thing is, I think you could have gotten it without the skip.
Yeah, I think so too.
So I can really understand you being really nervous. I would be shaking like crazy.
I wasn't even that nervous on Ezreal. I just thought I had landed on a platform and I landed in between. I could have tanked a hit.
Classic Azrael.
Yeah.
She's been a huge run killer this tournament.
Frayzlo, you
Ever.
should have pulled out that Azrael skip you were talking about
Oh
earlier.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Grotto DA.
Yeah, if you don't know Frey, he's the one who found a lot of the skips in this game, and well, sometimes we just joke around with the fact that he skips entire boss or
Yeah,
new
basically,
skip coming.
he found the skips that actually matter.
That's
That's
very big skips, yeah.
but yeah,
Oh,
great job by both of you. That was good times still. Like even if it had some mistakes, it was still really good.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'll just be sad for a few days, but that's fine.
You'll get back. Dude, the sub 40 is gonna happen. I know it.
Yeah, it's not that. I wanted to beat Kanaris and I could have.
True. Who doesn't want to beat Kanaris?
Yeah.
Well, make sure to follow both our runners if you enjoyed Wings of V, because well, Kanaris does a lot of speedruns. I don't know if you, well, Frey, you don't do as much, but well, if you wanna, well, if you, if somehow you stream and you wanna find new skips or whatever, then we can watch this cool process, and yeah, well,
Yeah, and follow Amimi because he plays piano on stream, and Lude also
What?
speedruns Wings of V.
You gotta follow. Kanaris and Frey are the most important though, because Kanaris is just a great speedrunner in general in multiple games. I don't know how many.
Kanaris if you want someone to bust out
You know
second
what?
place.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think everyone should follow Walsk. He's
Everyone
the
should
real
follow
MVP.
Volsk. Okay. We should definitely follow Frey. He's so close to the sub 40, and he'll become. Is it the 8th person? You get
9th.
it? 9th even.
We have
so
8
yeah,
in top 40.
it would be pretty big, especially if he bops Wolfie. That would be insane.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Hell yeah, dude. I like that. Do you have anything else to say?
No, I'm good.
I mean, one more time, happy birthday!
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
You.
Happy birthday to
Frayzlo.
Frayzlo.
Oh yeah!
Oh no.
Classic.
He
Well,
was awkward.
Well,
I
thanks
quit.
for the
Alright.
thanks for the runs, and
Yeah.
thanks
Hell
Speed
yeah.
Gaming.
Thanks everyone for watching.
Thanks Speed Gaming for hosting this tournament. It's been so nice to have it like done by you. It's really nice and smooth. So thanks a lot.
Everything is
Yeah.
really awesome.
By the way,
Anyways.
guys, I think that was the last match of the Swiss bracket.
Yeah,
Swiss
it
round.
was.
So
So
next week, I think, we'll be moving into double eliminations.
it's gonna be good because from this bracket, it's been the people who's been placing top 8 so far. So it's gonna be a really good competition.
Yep. So you guys should
So
stay tuned for that.
Yeah, stay tuned and have a great Sunday wherever you are in the world, and we'll catch you later. Bye.
Bye bye.